welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for joining and taking the time to watch this video today. If you don't mind, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment below any questions that you might have about me, my journey, about Airbnb, or about owning real estate. I would appreciate it so much, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And to kind of start the video, I wanted to tell y'all about my journey of being an entrepreneur and an Airbnb superhost. It actually started back in my early 20s when I bought my first property, and I actually bought it to live in it, but then I decided that I wanted to lease it out and try something different. So I leased it out for a year term, and I was making basically no money at that time. It was maybe a few $100s, but of course at the end of the year when you file your taxes, I ended up paying all of that back and probably then some. And then the people that leased it had left it in not the best shape. So I kind of pivoted and decided I need to figure out how to do something different with this. And I had always been interested in starting an Airbnb, and I'd always wanted to do something with that kind of platform, you know, Airbnb, VRBO. I was interested in it all. So I decided, hey, I need to take the plunge and I need to kind of dip my toes in the water and see what it's like. So I did. And I ended up purchasing a bunch of furniture on Facebook Marketplace, and I furnished a unit, and I ended up leasing it out on Airbnb, and I just tested the waters and listed it really low. I had the prices super low, so it was booked really, really fast. And I got a lot of great traction, a lot of great reviews, and people really loved the space because it was lakefront, and it just kind of gave me some insight that, hey, maybe I should up the prices, because if there's a lot of demand, I need to up the prices. And it led me to purchase another property. And fast forward all the way until today, I actually have 5 properties listed on Airbnb, and it's given me the ability to purchase my own home and live in that property as well. And I use that income, of course, to pay for my own home. And it's given me a passive income stream that most days I don't have to be at the Airbnb. So of course it is passive. And passive income just means basically that you're not on site doing anything particular. You're actually hands off and you're still earning income during those moments. So of course, Airbnb, I would say for the most part, it's passive, but there are days that I do have to be there. There are times that I have to clean the units. A lot of times I have a cleaner clean the units, but there are days that I personally have to go get the units ready, clean them. There's maintenance that I have to do. There's updates that I have to do. Sometimes people break things, steal things. There's a lot of things that happen. There's damage that happens within the Airbnb. And say hi to Chloe. This is Chloe. This is my baby. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that happens within the Airbnb industry, and just rentals in general tend to get beat up at times. I mean, there's most of the time I'll say 90% of the guests that I have are amazing, but there are that other 10% that are just interesting, and there's some crazy stories that I've had that have happened with some of my properties. But honestly, it's been nothing but learning that I've been able to learn about the industry and how to better run my business as an Airbnb host. So it's been great for me, and it's been a huge blessing for me and those around me. I think a lot of people are interested in Airbnb but scared to actually take the plunge. So even some of my family members are in the process of thinking about starting Airbnb. So it's definitely interesting to see, and I was glad that I was able to be the I guess guinea pig of it and test it out and see kind of how it is and how it's been. My next journey, I really want to start a tiny home community, and I've been looking for land. I really want to have 5 to 10 acres because I want it to be kind of like a little getaway, and I want them to feel like they're in like a whole little, like almost like a little jungle with lots of beautiful trees. And I want to have like a pond dug out and have the home spaced around the pond, and give them all their own little space, their own little hot tubs. And what I love about tiny homes is that I actually was able to look into them and kind of see that they don't actually pay taxes on the home itself. So I would only be paying taxes on the land and of course whatever income that I earn off of Airbnb. So that's definitely really interesting for me to be able to take that route, because I pay a whole lot of taxes. I pay the taxes on all the properties that I own, and they're very high taxes, might I add. And of course I pay the taxes at the end of the year that come out for owning the businesses and running and operating them as well. So that's the plan. I'm going hopefully to start this within the next year. I'm in the process of looking for land now and looking at tiny homes, and I've looked at several that I'm unsure of, but they're used tiny homes, so I've decided maybe I'll renovate it. I love renovations. I like being able to make things the way that I want them to be. And so that's something I'm kind of looking into so that I can possibly save money doing that. And of course, in the future, I always want to grow. I always want to broaden my horizons and do different things. I want to have my hand in all different kinds of businesses. So I'm definitely open to all different types of things. I want to one day own a small motel, and when I say small hotel, I mean hotel vibe, kind of like Schitt's Creek, and I believe it was on Netflix. But if you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it and get an idea of the motel vibe. It was like really rough, but then they ended up renovating it, and that's kind of what I want to do. I want to kind of get one and turn it into a modern vibe, or maybe a kind of a vintagey kind of 50s vibe, and just make it the go-to spot for people to come and visit when they're in the area. So yeah, so that's a couple of my plans that are coming up. I love being able to talk to y'all and kind of tell y'all how I'm thinking and the things that I'm thinking about, because it kind of reminds me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I do want to do this, and I am going to do this. So the great part of YouTube is that you're able to speak out what you dream of, and you're able to have that on film, so that later on at the end of the year you can go back and think about why you wanted these things. Did you accomplish those things? And then also y'all are able to see what I am dreaming of, and maybe it's something that is in plan for you as well. So there's always a reason that you're coming upon this video. So if y'all want to comment below, if y'all want to tell me your story, or if y'all want to ask any questions to me, please feel free to do so. I am always an open book, and I will definitely get back with you as well. But guys, that kind of is a little bit about my story, and it's been a pleasure taking the time to talk with y'all. I'm going to be posting every single week on Fridays, and I also post short stories or short clips every single day. So just be on the lookout, like, subscribe, and of course comment below if y'all have any questions. But it's been a pleasure. Y'all have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Thank you.